You can see SigNu, they brought out their new buggy, Bungarus Crate. You call it Bung, you call it Crate, but it's a reverse trike.
And we are off already as, oh wow, Bungarus Crate swerved after one of the pushes and crossed over into the middle lane 2.
To my point of the pushing versus the reverse trike or not.
Yep, and but I guess with no buggy in lane 2, got to wonder, oh, and the push off from hill 1 to hill 2 was a bit of a disaster.
It looks like every time they're shoving that buggy, that thing is fishtailing.
Yep, but still are ahead going into the free roll, but we have the...
But boy, Fringe D is pretty close. They were only about 3 buggy lengths behind over the hills, and I can't help but think that squirreliness is slowing them down.
Yeah, no, it's definitely 2 very ugly transitions for SigNu and their new buggy, Bungarus Crate. And I'm kind of curious if it's just not a large enough wheel in the back, not traction, or if the push bar is too far back.
55-second stop time is pretty good, but not up what we've seen so far today. And you know, it's that front hill time is going to kill you.
All right, SigNu's buggy taking the transition flag. Now passing the hay bale. Shoot turn, turning in nicely. The second buggy taking the shoot flag. So pretty close race between Fringe D and Zue. Zue's through cleanly. Fringe D also through cleanly. A little bit of a fishtail. They're right at the critical moment, but through nicely. SigNu rolling up about, I would say, 7-8 windows. Fringe, about 5 or 6.
Yep, and Joshua Dowd picks it up for SigNu efficiently at hill 3 and transitions off to his hill 4 pusher. Fringe probably not quite as deep with athletes, is making their transition off to hill 4, probably a good 4 or 5 seconds behind. So we're probably looking at Fringe of day 1, day 2 times.
Yeah, I'm not sure the SigNu team's going to make it to day 2, which is kind of disappointing.
But still, SigNu's B team is in the final heat against Pika Egg.
This their 4-5 transition again showed the fishtail. I guess, you know, the pusher pushing on that thing, it really got squirrely again. So the clock's at 2:08 right now.
And you also see in the design, it's much thinner in the back than almost any other buggy I've seen. And I'm curious, with the push bar that far back, and the
217 for that team right there, and here comes Fringe D at 224. Yeah, the stability of that, it's obviously not a pusher buggy. It's a driver's buggy, but wow, I haven't seen a buggy that squirrely for a push team in a long time.
Yeah. And I've got to wonder if it's just a super narrow back or just the fact that the push bar is that far up.
You know, you want to talk about design considerations, how much force you have down on it. For anyone that likes F1 or any kind of those racing things, look at downforce on those back wheels, and you know, you're looking at how much traction that back tire has. When someone pushes on that thing, if there's any lateral force at all, it can squirrel that thing around. It's a benefit that SDC has with their standard trike and 2 wheels back there. This design obviously is not working out too well for a race day.
What about halfway through the men's prelims now? About 8 heats to go.
And so with a time of about 2:17 or so for the SigNu A team, we'll see if that's good enough for day 2. But it looks like CMU TV is going to be bringing us a quick replay of just some of those transitions, just to kind of show us some of the squirreliness of the design, as SigNu looks like they successfully complete their drop test.